Hey, what's your name?
Jennifer.
Okay, how old are you?
Cheese. Say cheese.
This is my sister Jenny. Say hello, Jenny. Say hello.
I think I'm often my most creative when I'm unhappy. And I think that's the same for a lot of people. Like, it's a trend that you see a lot of the time where these famous artists and writers generally have really bad mental health and are very suicidal. So it's like there must be some science behind sadness and creative productivity. Because I like so much of the things that I am making now, I had the ideas for them and started them when I was like 16 and depressed in sixth form, and now I'm again like 20 and depressed in university, and I'm making so much again. So it's like maybe that's the upside to feeling unfulfilled in other ways, because I feel like when you're happy, you're too preoccupied with the feeling to worry about the goals and the things that you were striving for before, and you kind of just want to put all your energy into trying to prolong that happiness, whatever it may be, which is why you see people like giving up on opportunities and quitting things so that they can, I don't know, get married and have babies, or whatever, because they think that's something that's going to make them happy. And maybe it does make them happy at the time, because when the world facilitates it, being happy is easy and being ambitious is hard. So it makes sense when you choose something that will give you instant gratification and is generally easy. But that's why I kind of question if the point of life is happiness, because that's what I thought originally. But now I think maybe it's not, because it's too temporary. Technically, I guess there is no purpose in life if you're not a religious person. Like, we're not put here for any reason in particular. We just have to be here, so we might as well try and make it as painless as possible. So that's why I figured, the point of life is just to try and be happy. But now I'm rethinking, because you can't really be happy all the time. So if that is the point of life, is to be happy, then you're always going to kind of fail or fall short eventually. Um, so maybe instead, now that I've rethought, the point of life should be curiosity. Like, this is why people go through midlife crises, even when it seems like their life is quite good and they should be happy, is because there's nothing that they find curious about their life anymore. They feel stagnated, even though they have everything that should be making them feel happy. And then they start doing stupid shit like cheating on their wife or going cave diving to try and compensate, go like picking up rock climbing or some shit. It's like I recently read this book called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, and it's a similar conundrum where it's like the story is basically this woman. She is very depressed. Her life has not gone as well as she had hoped, and when she dies, she enters into this library. And this library is like the multiverse of all the lives she could have led, and every book is a different life. And the point of her being in this library is to try and find a life that is happier than the one that she actually lived, and try and find a different one that she could enter into that would make her feel happy. And she spends like ages and ages, like hopping from life to life to life, trying to find one that makes her happy. And even when she eventually does find one that makes her happy, spoiler alert, it's still not enough for her, because the point of life is not necessarily to find happiness, but to be continually intrigued by the concept of life itself. And that's what I think I am trying to do. There are certain things which I feel like if I had them, I would be happier. But then again, I don't know that for sure. And I think that's another thing that's explored in the book. Like, certain things you think, if I had this, I would be happy right now, but you don't know that until you're in it. And you could have those things and still not be happy. So it's like, you should just focus on letting intrigue lead your life. Like, always having something to do which you find interesting. Like, always having a new goal that you're working towards, something you're striving towards, something you want to make, something that you're interested to see or do. Even if it's just like, oh, I have this list of books I want to read. I want to see these movies. I want to see these plays. I want to go to visit these countries. I want to do these activities. Like, when people who are dying have a bucket list, it's like, you shouldn't have to be like have terminal cancer to have this list of things that you want to do. You should always have these things in your mind that I want to do this at some point in your life. But who knows? Maybe that's not the answer either. And maybe one day I'll be old and realize I've done everything that I want to do, which I guess is a good place to find yourself in, where it's like, wow, I've done everything I've ever wanted. And then I can focus on just being happy. And maybe then just being happy would be enough. So hopefully I find satisfaction in that one day. But on a lighter note, this video is going to be about my new portfolio website that I made.
Wow.
But before we start that, quick mog. Because I don't know, I've just been feeling like I've just been looking at those selfie sites and I've been really feeling them. I've been really admiring myself in those pictures recently. So I thought I'd share. But yeah, anyways, back to the topic of the video. I've been applying to some graduate roles and like graphic design, social media management type stuff, and I figured I should probably redo my portfolio because my old one, it wasn't terrible. Like, it was cute. Like, it wasn't the worst, but I think like it gave more amateur because it was. So I figured let me remake this and let me also put a bit more effort into this as well. And I also have like new works that I wanted to add in as well. So it's like let me just do this whole thing from scratch. So I made like a Pinterest board for the vibe that I wanted because the last website I made on Canva, and I was thinking I might have tried making one on ReadyMag, but then it just felt so much more complicated. I was like, I don't really want to have to learn how to use this software to just make a portfolio, and I already know how to use Canva, and the Canva website tools are pretty good. I feel like it's good enough. Like, it doesn't need to feel like a professional website. It's literally just for people to see my artwork, so it's fine. So I just decided to stick with Canva, and Canva is also free as well. I wanted it to kind of reflect me and also the kind of art that I make in the website. So that's what I did. So I made this Pinterest board of all these like nice background patterns and like, you know, trinkets and things I want to incorporate into the design. And also some like doodle inspo that I would like turn into drawings of me that I could like place around on the pages. So the first thing I started off with was a title page. In my original title page, I had just like my name and then like a cute Polaroid of me. But then I kind of figured maybe I shouldn't put a picture of myself in it, just because, you know, we want to prevent as much like unconscious bias as we can. So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just keep it to the name. So my inspiration for the title page was that I wanted to create like a kind of animation of my name transforming into like the word portfolio, which was an idea I got from this one person on TikTok who did the same thing for their portfolio. So how I did this was I basically found a font that I wanted to use. I just found a font on Pinterest that I thought looked cool, and then I like cut out the letters and made it spell out my name. And then I did the same thing and then made it spell out portfolio. And then I kind of just frame by frame, like drew each of the words kind of molding and morphing into each other until it turned into a blob. And then like I was working forwards and backwards at the same time. It's kind of difficult to explain, but I was slowly transforming the words into portfolio. And then when I got to a bit where I was kind of in the middle, then I went to like the end and worked backwards, slowly transforming the word portfolio into my name until like they met in the middle, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then I did this on Adobe Fresco, but I think you can probably do the same thing on Procreate. And then the way I turned it into a GIF was when you go to export, you can export as a GIF so that it like plays on a loop. And then I like made a background for how I wanted it to look, that I wanted like the words to be on, and then I exported all that and put it on my page. So then now like when you scroll, it'll have like the constant animation loop of it going from Jennifer to portfolio to Jennifer to portfolio over and over. Yeah, I wanted like there to be little accents of like doodles like around on the different pages. So I took inspo from Pinterest and I kind of changed the faces so that it would look a bit like me. Like, no, it doesn't have to be identical to me, but I wanted it to like look like a blank person at least. So I basically just like drew over the doodles so that I could keep like the position of like the body of the face, and then I just like changed the features so that it looked a bit more like me, and like changed the hair and the outfit and everything. And yeah, and then I put those on the pages as well where I wanted them. And I wanted there to be like 2 sections for visual art and graphic design. So I made like a folder page where it's like you can pick like what kind of art you want to see, and then I linked the actual image of the folders to a specific page that when someone clicks on it, it will take them to that page, if that makes sense. So like if someone clicks on the bit that says art, it will take them to the page that has all my like paintings and stuff. And then I have a little back button so they can go back to the menu, and then they can like pick if they want to see the graphic design stuff instead. I think that was the part that made everything feel like the most website like actually linking the different icons to certain pages. Like if you click on one of the paintings, it will take you to a page that has like a description of like what the painting is about. I think like having everything on a different page rather than just like a scroll down more PowerPoint style was like cool to do, which I didn't do last time. And I also made sure to put links to like all my social media and stuff in my LinkedIn as well. But yeah, I also feel like I need to like flesh this out a bit. Like I feel like I need more. Like I feel like I always feel like I've made more than I have until I actually have to like compile it together, and it's like, oh, I haven't really done that much. um, yeah, but you know, there are still we have works in progress at the moment, which will be added in due time. Yeah, this is my portfolio right now. I feel like it's very cutesy, which is like I don't know how much, maybe if that's a detriment to me, like if I should have done something more neutral. But I just feel like that's not really me. Like, shouldn't it represent me? Especially like with the kind of things that I make. It's like if you like my artwork and you like my graphics and you want me to work with you, then you should probably like the design of the website too, because I think they're quite similar. Yeah, so that's my portfolio. I'll probably be making changes to it as I go. Because an issue I run into is that depending on the format of like where I'm looking at it from, like if I'm looking at it on my iPad compared to like a laptop, like the spacing of things changes and it annoys me and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if it's like a Canva problem, but it's very annoying. So I'm just choosing to look at it from my iPad where things look correct. I essentially wanted it to have a very like scrapbook vibe, which I think is also reflected in a lot of the graphics that I make. They also have that kind of like paper cutout scrapbook vibe. So I think it's, you know, goes well with the type of art that I'm presenting. And it's cute, and sue me, I like making cute things. And you know, if any employers are watching this, hire me, give me a job. I need money. I need to move out, please. But yeah, so that is the current mission I'm on right now, is just making more things so I can add them into this portfolio and show people that I deserve to work somewhere, so that I don't have to get a corporate job or something. So I just can't do anything that is not art without wanting to kill myself. It's like it's just not fun. It's not fun. It's so boring. Like I wish I was the kind of person who could just do something boring that earns them loads and loads of money and be satisfied with the fact that even though I hate this, at least I'm earning money. But I can't. I can't. I'm like, I'm actually cursed. I want to be a corporate sellout too. Involve me, guys. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoy my portfolio. Hope you found it inspiring. If you're also wanting to make a portfolio, to know your Canva's there. It's free. It's quite easy, straightforward, and it's cute.